Hello boys, welcome back, and today we are going through the 2025 NRL Rewind, and I've got a few people with me. We've got Reckless Ollie, and we've got Tiger. This is his second time on the channel as well, because he was on the award show video as well. So yeah,
22 seconds.
yeah, no, but it'll be good to see we've got a bunch of points, and we're going to just be talking about some of the key moments that happened in this NRL season. So let's begin. I think we could just probably go on to a bit of the games that happened throughout the season. So I know, Ollie, you do have a list of games for each team, their best and worst, so I think we should go through that now.
We should go through that. Okay. Well, I've got this ordered by finals ladder position. So starting off with the Brisbane Broncos, in my opinion, their best game was against my loyal Rabbitohs in round 22 against us 60-14 at Suncorp. That not a great day in the office for us, but a great day in the office for Brisbane. They just kept piling on the points. Halftime score was something ridiculous. And the Broncos' worst loss was round 13 against Manly, 34-6. It was far from a terrible team. They should have done better than 34-6, that's for sure.
Yeah, the Broncos were one of those teams who had a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. Obviously, they went on to win the premiership, but there was a lot of games that Manly won against Parramatta at Suncorp. There was a lot of games that made them look a bit shaky, and I don't think it made it more unpredictable that they went on to win the premiership in the season. So yeah.
I only remember that game because it's like the first time the Broncos played a Brookie in like 12 years or something crazy.
And they got smashed. The grand final runners-up, the Melbourne Storm, have two very contrasting games. Their best win was, I think most people would know this, against the Tigers in round 10.
Yeah.
64-0.
I think
you can think about that one if you want, Tiger.
I prefer not to.
You prefer not to? Okay, that's
we all get destroyed by the Storm occasionally. We got destroyed by them, and it's an awful day for Tigers fans like yourself, Tiger.
Roosters don't normally beat the Melbourne Storm. Well, Cronulla, their worst loss, we'll switch it around, go to their worst loss, was against the Warriors in round 14, 40-10.
Yeah.
I believe. That's two 40-10 losses in a row. Hang on, is that definitely correct?
Yeah, 40-10.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was games like that for Cronulla that you can really look at and think, how were they able to make a prelim? Like, if you look at their performance in that game, especially that one against the Wars, that team, how they played that day, they did not look like they were going to be able to go on and be in a prelim, which is an amazing thing for Cronulla. Obviously, I feel like they could have gone further on, but that's just a whole nother debate. Yeah, but you could also argue at the time, the Warriors, especially, I think, halfway through the season, the second half of the season, they started to drop off, unfortunately for them, but with the Metcalf injury as well. But earlier in the season, the Warriors were a very dominant side. They were sitting, I think, in third. I think the Storm was even behind them at one point. This is when we saw the Bulldogs and Canberra battling at the top. So yeah, I feel like it's a disappointing one for Cronulla, but the Wars are a really good side, especially at the start of the season. So I think it's something that we could have expected.
Yeah, Sharks are really average early to mid-season, and then they ended off the season really well.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
I think that's what the Sharks always do. They never appear that good, but then they just magically show up in finals. Yeah. So they're just always in finals, and it's just how'd they get there? Thought they were awful. And on the contrast side to the Cronulla Sharks, in this late season surge or their late season push, they did smash the Titans 54-22 in Cronulla.
We just got to see a really good side of the Sharks in this game, and yeah, the Titans just were nowhere near at the level at the time as well. But yeah, I think especially for me, looking at this moment, I knew that they were going to have a very good chance of challenging for top 4, and if they didn't make top 4, at least go pretty decently far in the finals. So yeah,
they really pushed the Storm in that prelim final. Yeah.
Moving on to the 4-time premiers that are no longer the premiers.
Thank goodness.
I think a lot of people are very happy about. Their best performance was round 23 against Newcastle, 48-12 in Newcastle. It took Newcastle 51 minutes to score, so it was 26-0 at half-time. Newcastle were fielding probably their 17,000th halves combination of the season with Jake Arthur and Jack Cogger there.
They are possibly an undefeatable side. Obviously, the Broncos were able to defeat them in that prelim at Suncorp. But against these smaller sides like the Knights, Penrith will just dominate. And yeah, we've seen that multiple times throughout multiple years. So yeah, I think I saw this one coming. I don't think Knights fans would have. But yeah, if you're looking at that side, it's a Penrith team they've got their full team, proper team out there. They're going to do stuff like that to these teams like the Knights.
And on the flip side, for the Penrith Panthers, and I think this is the side that a lot of people like seeing, is Penrith not winning.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, their worst loss was way back in round 4 on a Thursday night against Souths, 28-18. I remember we led 28-0 at half-time. It was beautiful. We kept them to 0 at half-time, and everyone was thinking, could we finally, if we get 22 more points, Penrith can not win the premiership because of the 50 points rule.
Overall, great performance for the Souths on Thursday night.
Very good performance. And the South, very good day in the office, though. Remember that one well. We move on to the minor premiers, the Canberra Raiders, and their best win was round 6 against Parramatta, Expat, 50-12. That good day in the office for the Milk, not so much for the Eels.
Yeah. I know there's too much to add on about it. We were just
in Darwin as well.
So, yeah, it was
a neutral venue.
That was the weirdest Super Saturday. There was 2 games in Perth, and then the last one was in Darwin.
Yeah. That would have been Eels' home game as well, so maybe the Darwin bit saved me there, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's their last game in Darwin. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have probably too much to add on about it. We just got destroyed there. And that was in the time when we didn't have Moses as well, so...
No, Dean Hawkins is your halfback. So, he's all right. I don't mind Hawkins.
Yeah.
He was our halfback for, a few games. So, he wasn't too bad. But this was, obviously, in hindsight, knowing that this is now the minor premiers, it's definitely handy. So, it's not as bad. And on the flip side of that, Canberra's worst loss was round 3 against Manly.
Yeah.
40-12. That was. I'm not sure what happened there. That was just like the teams at the time were still figuring out where they were.
Yeah.
Ruben Garrick got 4 tries. Bullymore got 2. 30-0 at half time.
Start of the season, everything's just messed up, and I think we all believe that the Raiders weren't even going to make the top 8, and they ended up winning the minor premiership. So it was still at a time where we didn't know what to expect from the Raiders.
Moving on to the form club of the first few weeks, and then slowly fell off towards the end. The Bulldogs had one of their best performances actually quite late on in the season, round 21 against Manly. 42-4 at Allianz Stadium. I don't know why they were at Allianz.
Yeah.
Unless that was the 3-way round with South and Para as well. And on the contrast, because there's always a contrast to everything, for the Bulldogs, round 21.
Was that the Manly game?
No, sorry, that was the Manly game. Sorry, I'm reading my things wrong. Round 12 against the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Was 40-48.
This was
Fins up.
big. That great game to watch as a Parramatta fan because I hate the Bulldogs. Yeah. But yeah, this was...
No one likes the Bulldogs.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
We all hate the Bulldogs, so it's good.
It was a weird time for the Dolphins because, as I mentioned at the start, they went first 5 games. They didn't win a single one, I believe. So for them to now then go doing that, and then they had a point in the season where they were just literally destroying every single team by like 50 points, which was incredible. And this was one of the games.
First one of those games.
Yeah. it was surprising to see, but I feel like I feel like a lot of people did see the Dolphins having an opportunity to win the game, but I don't think anyone really saw them to win the game by that much.
Slow decline into third from the top.
And
moving on to the New Zealand Warriors, who definitely also had a tale of two halves. Their best performance, round 14 against the Sharkies, 40-10. We spoke about that game earlier with the Sharkies. So we don't need to delve on it too much.
We'll go on about... We should talk about the loss now. So what you've got to add for the loss.
Yeah, we really talked about that on the Sharks game.
We did. So, and then on the flip side, the Warriors' worst loss was against Parramatta, 26-22 in round 26.
Yeah.
They were just the next victims of Parramatta's late season surges.
Yeah.
After we played Parramatta, we did.
Yeah.
Well, they were still lost somehow.
Moses was there. Most Mitch Barnett and Luke Metcalf had done their ACLs by this point.
Yeah.
It was a damaged Warriors team.
Yeah.
They were really crippled by injuries.
Yeah, especially at the end of the season, crippled. Yeah, that was, I feel like, I know I might be a bit biased when saying this, but I feel like most teams were probably pretty scared going up against Parramatta in this later half of the season, because we were dominating basically everyone. Including beating the Broncos at Suncorp. We destroyed the Knights on the final day. This one where we beat the Warriors. And I know in the scoreline, this one looked a bit of a close one, but just throughout the game, we did dominate, and the Warriors were just not in the game. But it's unfortunate for them because obviously with the injuries and all of that, they dropped out. They were like third. They dropped out of the top four. I think they finished sixth, I believe. Yeah, sixth. So it was unfortunate for them.
Moving on to the last club in the finals, the Sydney Roosters. Their best win has to have been their 64-12 victory over the Dolphins at Suncorp. 11 tries. Sam Walker was perfect with the goal kicking up until the very last try of this game. His 100% record was gone. It was like 96% still. So, still very impressive from him. But Chookies just got the job done. Marky Mark got 3, Teddy got 2, Tupou got 2, a bunch of others got 1. Dolphins, just not good enough.
Yeah. Mark's just such a great player. Yeah, it's unfortunate, obviously, we're losing him back to Union for when the Rugby Union World Cup comes up in a few years, but we really, especially for internationally, we should enjoy while we've got him, because he is really such a great player, and we've seen that throughout the season for the Roosters. So, yeah, I'm expecting another great season from him this up-and-coming season, and also the international break for the Ashes. But yeah, back to this game. Dolphins just got a bit of karma after destroying everyone by like 50 points. They finally got destroyed by 50 points, and I believe it was
60 odd.
Well, 60, yeah. But yeah, I believe this was also maybe Indigenous round, one of the Indigenous rounds, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of Indigenous games. That's good. And then on the flip side of the Roosters, their worst loss was to Parramatta 30-10. Definitely does not say 30-0 in my spreadsheet, so I have to fix that. So 30-10 against in Parramatta.
Yeah.
I can talk about Para.
I'll go a bit more. I don't think there's too much to talk about from different to what I've said before about Parramatta, and I think it kind of relates with what we saw with that Warriors game. It was just our late form, and we were able to beat it. I think it was because maybe our players had some sort of thought, you know what, we're going to go our hardest, and we could have still technically made the finals at this point. Obviously, we all know it was never going to happen, but technically, if things went our way, and if that happened, we were prepared to make the finals. But yeah, genuinely, I was at this game because it was at CommBank. It was just a great performance. We dominated the Roosters. It was an unfortunate day for Roosters fans, including Hainesy and the one and only League.
ending.
I don't really remember watching this game because I was at the previous game, Titans Warriors. But yeah, I just remember seeing the league being sad. So
Not happy, Jan. Now, I have just realised I've missed the Dolphins in this list, so I'm going to have to think of this on the fly.
We can make this up on the fly. I feel like
Dolphins' best win has to be
maybe
one of their
the Bulldogs. No, I feel like that can be it.
I think 56 Dragons. I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Dragons.
Or Cowboys.
Anyone. Any of the teams.
58-4.
Yeah, I'd say Cowboys because at least I was away from home. Like the Dolphins or the Dragons team was at home.
Yeah.
And then for the worst loss,
58-4 with a send-in as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bostock scored like 5 tries.
That's when he got his 4. He should have got 5, and then he got caught.
Yeah, he dropped one.
He dropped one over the line.
And I think the worst one, probably the Roosters one. I feel like that.
The worst one. Sure. Or one of their early season, like 30-18 against the Tigers.
No, what do you mean? Tigers are the best team.
Okay, sorry. 26-20 against Newcastle. In the middle of their run of... So, because here's the story. Round 12, 44-8 Bulldogs win. Then smash Dragons 56-6. Smash Cowboys 58-4, lose to Newcastle 26-20, smash South 50-28, and then that was when their run ended.
Yeah, to score 158 points in 3 games is crazy.
It is impressive, yeah. So I think the Newcastle one's the worst. Just because it was in the middle of that incredible run of form.
Yeah.
And it was against the worst team in the comp.
At home. Home. It was in Perth.
Well, yeah, it was on the other side of the country.
They're home team still.
Yeah, home team.
So there's the unscripted part done for this. We move on to the Sea Eagles. We've already discussed this game. Round 3 against Canberra. That 40-4 victory.
We've already spoken.
And we've also spoken about the other Manly game, 42-4 Bulldogs.
Yeah. It makes it easier for us, doesn't it? Much easier.
We can move straight
I'm fine with not talking about it.
Yeah,
yes, so am I. And now we can talk about Parramatta, which I'm sure you'd love to do. Do you want me to say, or have you got yours written down, or do you want me to mention?
I think it's the worst loss is the Storm, right? So I will start with that one. The Storm first round was horrible. I can't remember exactly how many they scored in the first half, but it was like 40, maybe 40 something. Yeah, we were just
6 at half time.
Dominated in that first half. Second half, when you look at it now, wasn't the worst thing ever, but it was that first half which just ruined the entire game. I feel like the second half
wasn't won the second half, by the way.
Yeah, the second half didn't.
Some just, cruise control. So.
Yeah. Second half wasn't so bad. That's probably just because the Storm had quieted down just a bit because they were already ahead by a lot. So, just a disappointing one to watch as a Parramatta fan. First game of the season, you expect big things or something to happen, but something to happen that's not getting destroyed by the Storm. That was an annoying one. Obviously, we played them at Combank later in the season. We lost, but it was a much closer one.
Yeah, Taffy missed from right in front, hit both posts. That's just...
You can talk about the good stuff.
Happy.
In this, I've got the Parramatta. Their best win was round 20 against the Eels. That's not
round 20 against the Eels.
Nice. Yeah, so Parramatta versus Parramatta in round 20.
Okay.
It was Parramatta against
Broncos.
It wasn't even around Canberra. No, hang on, what? What on earth am I doing? That was the 40-16 loss. What am I doing?
Your whole thing's messed up.
My entire thing's messed up.
We just went over the loss. I'll go over the win now. So, it was the Broncos.
22-20 with Broncos, round
Broncos.
21.
Okay. Suncorp.
I just
I-
mistyped.
I-
Suncorp, yeah.
I made an entire video on this. Go check out. I'll put in the link in the description for anyone curious to watch. But no, hey, I'll go a bit into it. It was for me just an absolutely dramatic game. I was going into it, it's like we are very good against Broncos at Suncorp for some weird reason. No matter if we're performing really well or really poorly, we are able to pull something off magical at Suncorp. And it was a really up and down game. It was a very close one. It wasn't like the Broncos were out of it at all. And I think this is probably one of the games on the entire list that was quite close, but also our best. And I think it's probably just our best because we beat the Broncos, who went on to win the premiership. It was at Suncorp.
Beat the Premiers.
Yeah, it was an amazing thing. It was so chaotic as well. We took that lead and then they scored. I believe it was Walsh. I think he may have scored in the final minute. It was someone. The Broncos scored in the final minute. It got disallowed. It was just crazy. I was jumping up and down. It was a ridiculous game, and it was a very good one to win, especially later in the season.
Yeah, I was pretty happy that he was on that game.
That wasn't bad at all. Moving on to the northernmost NRL team, the North Queensland Cowboys. Round 8 against the Titans was their best win, 50-18. This was peak Titans are nowhere. Cowboys are playing their one good game per season phenomenon.
Yep.
They also beat the Raiders, but
2 good games per season phenomenon.
they beat them as well.
How long have you got? Okay. 2 sin-bins against the Titans and 1 against the Cowboys. So referee decided to make sure he was involved. Who was the referee? Can I check? Yes, I can. Chris Butler. Makes sense. Now we can move on to... we've already talked about the Cowboys' worst loss, which was against the Dolphins in round 15. With that 58 points to 4
Saved
performance.
us again.
So we move on to the Tigers. Their
Boom.
best win was... I've put down the Bulldogs game. I think that's what we said, right?
All you, Tiger.
Round 22 against Dogs. Obviously, we hate Galvin. It was just really good. I think there was a moment where they were going to pass it to Galvin and then he dropped it. It was hilarious. Samuel Lafanu did the COD to the Bulldogs fans. Adam Dewey had a generational performance. I think Skelton also got a double against his former club. Yeah, just such a good day to be a Tigers fan, and our finals hopes were still alive.
At Combank Stadium.
Yes,
which is always good.
Then
which is always good. I think we've already delved on.
Okay.
Round 25 against St George, 40-0 is definitely our best game. Finally, good to see us perform decently. First time in my short history watching since the middle of 2023 that we were actually decent and put a team to 0. First time we put a team to 0 since 2021, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was just good. We kept playing like a good footy team, which we've been seeing every other club do against us all year. And it was very good to fully solidify the fact that we were not going to get the wooden spoon. I remember, I'm just looking at the tries here. I reckon Munro's little step on Gutherson in like the last minute was a good way to sum it up. And it's still a very injured team, like Ashton Ward's in the halves, still no Latrell Mitchell, Tallis Duncan's in the centres. Yeah. It's far from a perfect team, but it was a better team, mainly because Brandon Smith and Cody Walker were there. So we had 2 superstars, which meant we were able to do our stuff. And then on the flip side, round 9 against Newcastle.
Yep.
30-4. I think,
yeah. Newcastle we're not good throughout the entire season.
All right, and now we can move on to the Dragons. Their best game. Did we talk about it with the Canberra thing? No, we did not. Okay, so we do actually have to talk.
We're going to.
Oh yeah.
That's in the wet.
The Raiders Dragons game late season.
Yeah,
was their best. Round 22, Dragons 18-12 over the Raiders.
Funnily enough, I tipped the Dragons.
You tipped the Dragons?
Did you?
You tipped the Dragons.
I'm not even kidding. Because the Dragons always have a weird knack of beating the Raiders. I don't know what it is, but like in Wollongong where they played, they always beat them there for some reason. So it was a pretty reckless.
Moving on to the quote unquote filler episode of the NRL, the Gold Coast Titans.
Oh, we might as well skip over them. Big waste of time, the Titans.
Big waste of time.
Too many to pick from.
Too many losses to pick from, but
Yeah.
there was one standout victory was round 15 against Manly, 28-8. And Manly just were
Yeah.
because Sherry Evans has decided he didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, it was
As in,
obviously. I know, Tiger, you went to a Titans game, right, this season? I think because I saw it. Yeah, on one of your shorts.
I went to 2.
Oh, too.
I went to
Yeah, I went to
5.
2.
5. Sorry, I went to 1.
Well,
Obviously,
I
because that's
lived
when they
about
played here.
a 10-minute walk from the stadium then.
Oh, fair
Oh,
enough.
fair enough.
Yeah, no, I only went to 1, and that's when they played us at Combank, and that was just, we just dominated them. They looked absolutely dire.
Our leader is not here.
Thanks.
The leader is not here, so
It's a pretty reckless decision, you could say.
very reckless decision. Very reckless decision there from the expat to just walk out.
No, my bad. So
It's a good one.
it was just the Titans anyway. It's just the Titans.
It's the
We
Gold
can say
Coast
this about the
Titans.
Titans. I don't know fans.
54-22 against the Sharks in Sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks Stadium, they call it now.
Did we talk about this already?
Just call
I
it
think
Shark
it was one
Park.
of the
We
Sharks.
may have already talked about
Yeah,
it.
I think we did.
It was the Sharks one.
Sharks.
So we get an excuse
No, we
to
did
skip
not.
it.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, we did.
Final club Newcastle, their best victory, which we did discuss, was the Dolphins game, 26-20, round 16.
Away from
Newcastle
home.
just pulled one out of the bag in the middle of the Dolphins' resurgence. Or the Dolphins'
Dominic
resurgence. Dominic Young, it's the Dom Young effect.
Yeah, first game back at the club.
Put this as Parramatta best game of the year. 66-10 in the last round.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could
It's
go
crazy.
over a bit. It
Go
was
ahead,
just
talk about it.
dominance, really. We scored. It felt like just every second we scored. I went out and I walked around to get some food because right before half time, skip the line. I think I missed like 2, possibly 3 tries for doing that. So it was pretty funny to see.
Crazy.
We dominated them. They were just not in the game at all. So that's just kind of how it worked. And it was at our team at our fullest, to be honest. So it was like, yeah, we're probably just going to win this one. But didn't think by that much, to be honest.
I was happy because I got my bottom 2 exactly correct because I took Titans and Knights at the start of the year. So
The final things to talk about. We've talked about the games, which is obviously a key part of the season, and also we also made fun of the Titans like 100 times. But now we are going to talk. We're going to go. I've got some of the main news and signings that has happened through the season. Not many, but just some of the main ones, and we'll just give a few opinions on that. Then we got
happy as fuck.
yeah. Okay, so I think the first one has to be with the Raiders hotel fight in Las Vegas to kick it off.
Inflatable baseball bat.
Fight.
Inflatable baseball bat.
Yes, that
Like
was
everything
that was a great way to kick
What
off the
was-
NRL.
What was the inflatable baseball that
It
part
was
I
like
never
the,
understood.
I don't know.
It was
Remember they're in an
confusing.
elevator. They were like someone was pulsing someone with an inflatable baseball bat and it set off like the emergency button or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was very, very just
It's very
confusing.
weird.
It was a great way. It was interesting and great way to start off the season with some fights in the Las Vegas hotel. So that's what we like to see, boys.
If it wasn't for that, the Tigers would have made finals. I'm telling you.
Every little thing. If that didn't happen, Tigers would have made finals.
Exactly.
okay.
Adam Dewey
I
would
feel
have
like you can say that with anything. Oh, if this specific thing didn't happen, like if the Broncos didn't, if Latrell Mitchell missed that 2-point field goal against the Broncos in round 10, the Tigers would have made finals.
We would have made the finals if we could actually beat Penrith and the Bulldogs, which we came very close to doing both times, even though the score does
would
not
have
show
made
that.
finals if
But
we didn't have a captain injured all season. and the rest of our team injured all season.
Yeah, no,
If
If we didn't
then we-
lose 6 games in a row, we would have made finals.
I feel like
If we didn't lose 8 games in a row, we would have made finals.
if we had Moses, we would have made finals, 100%. Most
That I
the entire
agree
season,
with,
we're
but-
making the finals.
Yeah, that I
They would have made the finals. Tigers, I still feel like they should have deserved finals. At times, they looked really well, played really well. So yeah.
Yeah.
But literally for South, there was in round 11 we defeated the Tigers with Lockie Galvin dropping the ball in the last minute or something over the line, or someone dropped the ball over the line, which gave us
It was
the victory.
Galvin.
It was Galvin. Okay, I thought so.
That was
And
the day of
then
the gesture.
that was round 11, and then
Yes.
we didn't win another game until round 23. However, there were 2 buys in there, so we did get some points for buys. Oh, is there only 1 buy? There must have only been 1, because we had one in round 26, as always. We have one in round 13 odd. And then, round 13, yeah, because it's round 11 to 23. Never mind.
Okay,
So, yeah, that was a
Losses.
fun spell without winning a footy game.
then we got a few of
And we
the.
won 3 in a row.
Then we got a few of the signings stuff I've written down. So obviously DCE deciding to leave Manly. We still don't know where he's going. To be honest, it's a whole bunch of.
Can you blame him?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to stay.
mate,
Man.
I wouldn't want to
Screw
stay
that
at Manly
place.
either. Then we got Galvin leaving the Tigers to join the Bulldogs. How do you feel, Tiger, as a Tigers fan yourself, when this was all announced? The whole debacle with him wanting to leave and all of that.
I think I went through the 5 stages of grief and just really hate watching every Bulldogs game. And it was fun because they did do worse with him in the building. So I think it paid
did.
off.
Yeah. It was a good
And we
Yeah,
found
day
some
at the
form
office.
of
Hate the
we
Bulldogs.
found some form of Dewey in the wife. So
I
Yeah.
weekly hate watch the Bulldogs. It's just has to be a thing. Then
unless they're playing Manly, I do that as well.
yeah. Then what? Galvin caused the Bulldogs. Well, it was like a whole knock-on domino effect because Galvin leaves from the Tigers, joins the Bulldogs, and then Marnie and Sexton want to lead the Bulldogs because of Galvin, and then now you got Marnie going to the Cowboys, and then Sexton, he's joining a team in the Super League. I can't remember who, but
I think it's Catalans.
Yeah.
From memory.
I think
Dragons.
so.
Catalans Dragons.
Yeah.
That was a whole knock-on effect itself. Obviously, Marnie used to play for us here at Parramatta. Now he's going off to the Cowboys. I think that'd be quite the help. I think that would be quite the good thing.
He'll
for the
help him out a
Cowboys.
lot because Reece Robson's off to the Chooks.
Yeah. Then what's next on my list? Terrell May with the New South Wales shirt and Mr. Leaguey being the hero for Terrell May on the internet.
Yeah.
This was funny. We need to
Yeah.
ask about it in the stream because didn't Terrell's agent end up getting into contact with the league? I think they got
I think
yeah.
so.
There was some
I
sort of
think so, yeah.
contact there, and I want to know what happened.
There's something like that.
Oh, yeah, I think Leahy he was trying to give some to Leahy or something for like reporting on that. I don't know. I'll just ask about it in the stream
Well,
today. But
We'll ask him. Yeah. See what happens.
that was a whole thing that
As
was
the
with
league
the
said,
media.
most robbed player of the year.
Yeah,
Most robbed player.
Oh,
Yeah, Terrell May. Rob.
Terrell May,
I
most robbed.
reckon he was buy of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mate, him telling his friend to put the New South Wales shirt in the bin he deserves to be able to say that because he should have been in that New South Wales side. He was, as you say, most robbed player of the year. So it's the hate against Terrell May.
Yeah.
We
Who do you
had the
think was
chance.
buy of the year?
Oh, he said Terrell May. I'm biased, so
I-
I'm probably going to say Terrell May.
I reckon, or him or Luai for Tigers. Gutherson
Yeah.
for Dragons, maybe. Buy of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What?
I don't know.
I think
next?
Chad Townsend, probably.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
This one, my next one to talk about. It's away from the NRL itself, but it's about Rugby League 26, the worst ever launch day in probably a video game's history. Obviously, you can probably
No, I
check a
don't
whole
think
bunch
it's
of
the
other
worst.
games. It was very bad.
I'm sure there's been worse.
Yeah, there's
it was not
definitely been.
Damn, any worse, Ollie?
I've accumulated a good 80 odd hours in Rugby League 26.
Mate, I played a
Since it
lot
came
of
out
Rugby
daily.
26, yeah.
I played it last
So have I.
night for the first time in like 2 months. So
Really?
Yeah.
And I
Like
still
a
play it. I still play it a lot. It's good. I smashed the Roosters 106-0
Man, fair enough.
yesterday.
I do that to the Bulldogs
Nice.
all the time.
Subway told me I had to win at least 80-0, otherwise I'd get deported. So it was high stakes.
Where'd you get deported to?
That's for him. That's for his decision. I don't know.
Tasmania?
Yeah, that's what Leaguey wants to
God.
bomb. He said he would bomb Darwin if he got to choose a place. So
Yeah, the person who asked that is one of my mates in real life.
where would you, Leaguey, if you had to bomb a city, which would you, in Australia, which would you bomb? Darwin. I respect it, I'm going to be
It's
honest.
either Darwin or Hobart, really.
Darwin or Hobart, take your pick. Or maybe just like middle of the outback, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but then...
Alice Springs.
Mate, there's a lot of places you could do, but either Darwin or Hobart. One of those. Tasmania or maybe just anywhere in Tasmania, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
the entire
Yes.
Tasmania.
Nothing goes on down there.
Okay.
Well, apparently my ancestry is from Tasmania, so that's news to me.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
We got the Penrith trainer with the Titans game.
Penrith trainer.
Back to the
He's
Titans.
now
so-
signed with
yeah.
Souths, by the way. The Penrith trainer.
He signed with Souths.
That Penrith trainer signed with Souths.
Did he actually? No way.
Yes, he actually, like, that was an announcement that came out, like, yesterday.
Did they
They,
announce him by they got him to walk in
Yeah,
front of
they
a
announced-
conversion? That's his announcement. He has like an announcement video of him
I
walking
will-
in front.
I will
He'll walk in front of the
I will
trailer.
get the official headline for you.
Mate, that's ridiculous.
That's wild.
What?
Rabbitohs changes to football department for season 2026.
Oh my God, man. That's really funny,
Hopefully-
I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Corey Bocking will replace Jack Milligan in the role of head strength, conditioning and sports science. Bocking joins the Rabbitohs from the Penrith Panthers, where he's been the NRL physical preparation lead for the past 4 seasons. He also has his previous experience with the Waratahs and West Indies cricket team and blah blah. That doesn't really matter. The point is, he is the Penrith trainer that ran in front of
the
Jake.
iconic Penrith trainer, now
The
you got him.
iconic Penrith trainer.
This is how you're
now
gonna win
Well,
games.
well,
You have to
conditioning
cheat.
of
and
all
sports
time.
science at South.
You have to cheat now. You have to get the cheating trainer to come in
We
and
have to
stop
get-
people from scoring conversions in important moments. That's the strategy.
Yeah.
What if
It
Souths
is-
is
that's the
Penrith
strat.
and he walks in front of Latrell?
Mate, I'm actually really excited to see if he will do it again. It would be really funny if he
He-
does. Against the
It would be
Roosters.
I really doubt it.
I doubt
Against the Roosters.
Against the Roosters. I think he should do it against the Roosters. That's the one time
It
he should
seems
be.
like something we would do. We seem to have a good history of scandals
Yeah.
in a way. Like, how many times has a South player been come up with some form of investigation?
Yeah.
Like, at the moment, we've got Tyrone Munro and Brandon Smith under investigation by the police.
This is what's funny though, because I was about to bring up my next point I've got written down. It is about Brandon Smith, and coincidentally,
And now
you just mentioned him. Brandon Smith charged with supplying dangerous drugs and using or disclosing inside knowledge for betting. So, yeah, good job, Brandon.
Good job, Smudge.
The cheese is a wanted criminal.
He is a wanted
criminal.
And
The cheese.
Munro's been done for domestic violence, so we'll see what comes
Right.
of that.
What's new?
Not much, actually.
Okay.
There's
least
a
we
player
haven't- at least we
driving
haven't-
that bus.
At least we haven't reached the salary cap.
Yeah, unlike someone, Leaguey, Roosters, Storm as well.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
At least you drive with licenses and not under the influence.
Yeah, and actually, our one of our main,
Josh
actually,
had a
our
car for
jersey
us.
sponsor is a car. MG is a car,
Like, yeah.
so you'd hope so.
We got mighty Josh
I don't want to burn
Adekar.
that
Has
bridge.
definitely not done anything wrong ever.
I mean, the Broncos have Kia, which is also a car, so they...
Oh wait, they do too. Never mind, that doesn't work.
Okay, so we've got from the season we've got a few very funny moments. And so
Yeah.
I think there's two ones we have to highlight here. And they come from something that didn't even happen in a game. Number one, the Telstra whistle ad. People crashing out over the Telstra whistle ad. Insane.
Yeah.
This was...
Yeah.
I'd whistle, but I don't know how to whistle.
yeah, no, I don't know how to whistle
not
either,
being happy about it. Was it Origin? Was it played during Origin? Like, I think it was.
It was played throughout.
Probably.
It was played basically throughout.
Depends on what game.
The season. It played in so many games, man. It was.
I watched
it was
game
genuinely
for
so
Scottish
bad,
Airport,
bro.
so.
It was really fun though to see people crash out when they get destroyed by like 20 points and even possibly up to like 50 points in these Dolphins games, and then they will play that. It's great.
I kind of miss it, to be honest. It's so much better than...
No.
I want them to bring it back. Genuinely, Telstra, bring it back.
It's so much better than that alien.
Yeah, they got some alien-looking Megamind guy doing it now.
Did I? I haven't seen the new Telstra. I don't recall it. I don't recall it at least.
Yeah, it's about this guy trying to hack into like the Earth's internet or something.
Yeah, something, and then
Telstra.
Yeah, he looks like a Megamind, and then Telstra blocks it, and then he just shouts about some stuff. So it's not as good as the whistle ad. And then Walsh drinking from the mighty toilet bowl.
Toilet water.
Yeah, mate.
I'm telling you, there's something in that toilet
that just
water.
generally is saved. It saved this season for him because. I know you could joke about, it's such a coincidence, but it is a very big coincidence. Soon as that surfaced up on the internet, this guy has just been insane. Throughout the finals, at the end of the season, he has been amazing. And I think he's just been feeding it to the entire Broncos side. They've just been drinking only toilet water. And that's kind of their strategy.
Yeah,
that's how they won the premiership. Right, toilet water only.
Yeah, I am.
You'd be disappointed to know this is not toilet water. This is not water.
I'm going to contact Parramatta and see if they can start giving our players only toilet water and see how we turn up in the first game this season.
Mate, they're gonna get suspended for using drugs.
There is probably something in that toilet water that they're not telling us. Okay.
Illegal substances.
Now, I've got a point.
And that's why I think Reece Walsh is the Broncos player of the season as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be you could say he's probably very close to being the face of the NRL. He's definitely gonna be the face of the NRL. You could probably still say Cleary is up there just because the 4 premiership wins. But he'll be up there if another good season. Reece Walsh is gonna be that proper face of the NRL, and it's something that we should just get ready to expect and accept because he's such a great player, man. I think any team would be very lucky to have him. The Broncos are very lucky to have him. So, yeah. The awkward silence. Now, we wait for something to say something. I'm tempted to talk about the Origin performance, but I don't want to. I think I've crashed out about the Origin too many times.
I prefer not to.
Yeah,
let's talk about Origin.
I don't know if I want to talk about Origin. I think you can just go with Moses. Now, he got injured after that first game, so that was something missing for New South Wales. They brought in Luai, I believe, for the other games. So yeah, not saying Luai's any bad Tiger, because obviously he plays with the Tigers, but his performance in Origin was not very. I didn't think it was very good.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was a miss out because Moses looked quite good in their first game. We should have swept Queensland 3-0. To be honest,
we really should have.
We had the team to do that.
Barnett being out was also a big loss.
Well, that is it for the 2025 NRL Rewind. Thank you for Reckless and Tiger for being with us today. Go subscribe to both their channels, both in the link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.